Welcome to the 3D Ghost universe, a place dedicated to 3D creation and 3D printing. In this video, I will give you a quick overview about Blender, positioning myself as a complete noob, a complete beginner. The first thing that I will say is that if you didn't watch my video about what is a 3D object, I think that you will be a little bit lost. So the first thing to do is to understand what is a 3D object with faces, vertex, edge, what is a mesh. So then you will be able to quickly understand how to navigate into Blender. The really first time I opened Blender, I was completely lost. I don't even understand how to navigate inside Blender. So right here, it's me as a noob clicking everywhere and don't understanding anything. I learned everything about Blender thanks to YouTube and more especially thanks to 3 tutorials, 3 theories, 3 playlists that I share with you in part 2 of this video. So I will not try to copy that. I really want you to watch those playlists because they are great. The only thing that I will do in this video is show you that Blender is not so frightening, even if at the very beginning we don't understand where we are. So by clicking, we are simply entering the scene. So that's where you will be at the very beginning. At the bottom right corner, you can see what I'm touching and what I'm clicking. Here I'm zooming and dezooming simply with the wheel mouse. If I press the button, the middle button, I will have the possibility to have a view around my object in the center of the scene. By clicking on Shift middle button, I will move like this. The other way to move is by using your numpad, period, if you want to zoom on the object that you are touching, 1 if you want to see the front, 3 the right side, 7 the top. So if you want to know where you are, you just have to take a look right here. 1 I'm in front, 3 right, 7 top, 1 front. And if I want to go to invert, I push Control and 1 and then I'm back. 3 I'm right, Control 3 I'm left. 7 top, Control 7 bottom. So to navigate it's 1 3 7 and you use Control 1 3 7 to have the opposite. Quite simple. Then if you want to move, you are using your mouse. So for navigation, it's okay. What you have to understand then is that at the very beginning of the scene, you have a classical mesh, a classical object, a cube, and then you have a camera and a light. Camera and light are important if you want to do a rendering, an animation, or an image of your creation. If you are working with 3D printing, you don't care about this. So on the right side of your screen, this is a collection. So the collection is everything you have here, every object that will be available right here in the world, as we say in Blender, will be here, where you can delete them, where you can rename it, for example, by F2, classical shortcut of Windows. So what I want you to understand is this part is the world of Blender. Everything that you can see on the world will be right here. Here you have the options that you will discover by creating things and doing what tutorials are asking you to do. And then on the left side you will have the tools available in the different point of view that you will play with in order to create. So quickly, to understand, I have an object, I can move this object on the world, I can grab this one, I can delete it, delete, or X. Okay, I don't need a light, I don't need a camera, I just want my cube. And if I want to work on my cube, I have to change the viewport in order to work, because here I have a mesh, but I want to work on the faces, the edges, and the vertices. as I presented to you on what is a 3D object. Click on the link if you want to see the video. So I have to change the view, and I can simply do that by clicking here, edit mode, or using the shortcut tab. And in this universe, in this edit mode, it's where I can change things. I will not explain to you what I'm doing here. You just have to understand that at the very beginning, you are in object mode, a presentation of what you have in your world in Blender. Then you will change to edit mode, and this is where you are starting to play, when you are starting to create. If you want to know how to create, please, let's go to part 2 and watch the other great tutorials that are available on YouTube, and then you will be able to create great things into Blender. But please don't be afraid at the beginning. It's great, you have thousands of things to do, but you will only use maybe 5%, 10%. You will use what you need, and what you need to create simple object that you will print, it's not complicated at all. Please trust me and continue your journey into 3D by watching the tutorials that I share with you and by continuing to watch the tutorials available in my channel. I think that the next step for you is now to watch some playlist on YouTube, and the next video is clearly about my journey, the beginning of my journey, and how I start to learn Blender with 3 very good playlists available on 3 very good channels. Let's take a look at the next video.